Hey, how's it going, everyone? All right, so today, and firstly, happy Friday. If you're watching this video and it's not Friday, well, happy whatever day of the week it is for you. Today's video is going to be a little different, kind of a reactionary style video, and I really want to pass some really great other videos on to anyone that comes across this video in general. The playlist that you are seeing, I am slowly adding to, and this is down in the description. Not to mention the videos that I'm going to be talking about today in this video is also going to be down below. Yesterday, I did upload a video talking about, or rather debunking, that a ketogenic diet therapy only works for PKD2. That's false because I am PKD1. And, well, my kidneys have reversed in size. So obviously it works for PKD 1. So definitely check that out if you're kind of really on the fence maybe because you know that you are PKD 1 and you're just hearing a lot of bad negative vibes on the internet because there are a lot of online support groups that are very, very hostile when it comes to nutrition. And oh boy, we're going to be diving into that right now. So, I want to go ahead and pass on these videos to you because I have received over the last year and a half of pretty much doing this, a lot of hostility for just sharing this information. One of these videos is by Dr. Berg here. Another one is by Dr. Ken Berry. And then Thomas DeLauer has done multiple videos with Jacob Torres. I've actually done an interview with Dr. Torres as well. So the first one that I kind of really want to go over here is honestly the first video that I saw back in May of 2024. I was very scared. I just got home from my doctor's appointment after doing an emergency blood draw. The previous day, I had a MRI done, and my doctor called me the day after my MRI at 9 o'clock in the morning. Ironically, I was actually having a pretty great morning. Like very, everything was going great. And whenever you get a phone call the day after, especially for images, you kind of really know it can't be good. And it was the first time ever in my life I actually got a phone call after doing an image, so I didn't really understand what was going on. But I had to race on in to get a blood draw because my kidneys looked horrifically bad with hundreds and hundreds of cysts. So I got done doing the blood draw, waited around my doctor's office a little bit for the blood to come back from the lab. And everything was kosher, you know. It's my blood work was spot on, but yet my kidneys had grown. So the first thing I did, I got home and I educated myself. Obviously, this information is not at your typical doctor's office. It's not going to be under your insurance. It's not going to be under your dietitian that is under your insurance plan. I saw a insurance dietitian for one visit July of 2024, and I did not go back. I pay out of pocket, very inexpensive for my own dietitian. Very grateful to God that I found her, and it just really goes to show you how like this is such pseudoscience and how we are going to be experiencing a very pivotal shift very soon, especially here in America. Make America Healthy Again just passed a brand new food pyramid. I'm going to be making a video talking about that potentially maybe tomorrow. But there are things changing. So I just really want to talk about this video very quickly here. And I'm not going to play the entire video because it literally just reiterates. Dr. Berg, by the way, has 14.3 million subscribers on YouTube. So you got to ask yourself a question. Why would a doctor with 14.3 mil subscribers on YouTube be talking about something that is not factual? This is not a conspiracy theory. I don't have a tinfoil hat, but I do have a little red little hat. I could put that on, but this is not a conspiracy theory. This is real and factual. In this video here, if you want to go ahead and watch the entire video, it literally talks about what we know. Oxalates are very bad, so you got to be doing a kidney-friendly ketogenic diet. If you're doing a plant-based ketogenic diet, you got to avoid spinach. You got to avoid high oxalates. A standard ketogenic diet, you don't really have to worry about that so much. Almond flour, almonds in general, you can't be eating that stuff. They are extremely high in oxalates. If you want real homemade ice cream, I'm going to be making some custom recipes soon. You literally take like half a cup of berries, maybe strawberries, blueberries. You put it in a blender. You know, pick what's good for you. You can do cream cheese, fat, plain Greek yogurt, heavy cream, maybe some raw eggs. You blend it on up, pop it in the freezer. That's your real ice cream. Keto ice cream, keto snacks that are made with almond flour, they're not friendly. And Dr. Berg actually talks about it in this video, which is extremely good. Now, this video by Dr. Ken Berry, I got banned from the Reddit community for posting this video almost 2 years ago now. June of 2024, I posted this and I logged on the next day and I ended up talking to someone and they're like, yeah, we don't like, but what's actually kind of ironic and sad, hold on, need to get some throat oil going. Oh man, allergies kicking in right now. What's really sad is right now on the Reddit community, they have gotten a little bit better accepting about talking about nutrition. There are Facebook support groups of polycystic kidney disease, and they have tens and tens of thousands of members. You will be banned if you post anything regarding Dr. Wimes' laboratory, talking about a keto diet, talking about this video, talking about Dr. Berg, anything. It's like it's a hidden. It's like it's if anyone has ever seen the movie Harry Potter, we cannot talk about the most evilest person in the movie series, Voldemort. You know, you're not allowed to speak his name. Well, among the polycystic kidney disease like support groups, you are not allowed to speak about sugar. You're not allowed to speak about diet. You're not allowed to speak about nutrition. It's a nuance. It is just disgusting how so many people are suppressing this information. So this video is great to really go through. All of these videos, if you have time, I highly suggest you watch all of them. I've watched all of them. Thomas DeLauer has done a great job talking about PKD. Dr. Jacob Torres has done a phenomenal amount of work and dedication in the Dr. Wimes' laboratory. It's pretty much proving that a ketogenic lifestyle can reverse polycystic kidney disease. So why am I really talking about this today? It's because if hypothetically you know someone with PKD and they see what you're doing and they think what you're doing is harmful to your body, they honestly think that you have gone mad. They may think that you are slowly killing yourself by cutting out factory-made food. Let's go ahead and say that once again. There are people that think it is dangerous to cut out factory-made food. We just got you got to say that out loud and hear how silly you actually sound. There are people that believe it is dangerous to cut out factory-made food. The people that truly believe this tend to be so addicted to their bad behaviors that they are completely blinded by everything in front of them, and food addiction is really real. Obviously, in the ketogenic polycystic kidney disease community, this is just very laughable to really, talk about. But there are people with this condition that truly believe that no, it doesn't matter what you put into your body, you're going to progress either way to end-stage renal failure, and that is a lie. If I did not make a change over a year and a half ago, I would be in kidney failure in my early 40s. That's not happening, because the way you go into kidney failure with PKD is having your kidneys grow and grow and grow. My kidneys aren't growing anymore. They have utterly shrunk back in size. So how is this possible? Like it's laughable, but at the same time, these people seriously need like some type of they need a personal like divine intervention in their life to really go ahead and wake them up and say, hey, factory made food contributes to your health. So if you know anyone out there with PKD, and if they don't believe what you're doing, or even maybe you may have like a friend or a family member, when I started doing this, I actually had a couple, good friends that, didn't really understand this. And I just pointed to, Dr. Berg and Dr. Ken Berry's, videos. I didn't have them, to be honest, I actually wasn't watching Thomas DeLauer at that given time, but I literally said, I'm like, if you don't understand what I'm doing, watch this video, if you care about me. And they actually watched the video, and then they said, hey, Chris, I really hope this works for you. And then 4 months later, after my new images showed that my disease had halted in progression, they actually understood. So if you know anyone out there with this disease that thinks this is nonsense, these are really good videos to really point them to. Obviously, videos on Santa Barbara Nutrients channel is like amazing content, but the amount of people, believe it or not, that just really do not think it's real because they take this information and go to their doctors, which are not trained in nutrition. I love doctors, but they go to school to learn about drugs. They do not go to school to learn about food. Maybe that will change in the future, and hopefully it does with Secretary Kennedy in power. He's not going to be in power forever, so we really got to hope and keep good prayers that the next Secretary of Health is actually very much for a very healthy style of living and hopefully not corrupted by the processed food companies. But if you know anyone out there and if they are giving you a hard time, these are great videos to pass to them. On the flip side, if you are arguing with people on the internet, where I pretty much don't do that anymore, I had a lot of arguing actually last December of 2024. When I went public with a lot of this information, I had to refrain from pulling my hair out because a lot of people I talked to with PKD said that there's no clinical trials, blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? I'm a case report, a case subject. I am a clinical trial. So, yeah. And there's going to be a lot more in the future. A lot more. The overwhelming evidence out there is going to just be too much to really deny. So if you are on track with a ketogenic lifestyle, whatever you're doing, a plant-based, standard, ketovore, carnivore, please continue, doing it. Ignore the doubters. But if you do have people in your life that are maybe giving you a hard time or don't understand or think what you're doing is dangerous, have them watch some of these videos. As for people online that are doubters, if somebody is vicious to you, hostile, hey, you can wash your hands, your conscience can be clean. If you share this information with them and they call you effing crazy or something stupid, hey, brother or sister, I have done my due diligence. You do you. I just really wish that a lot of people were not running a lot of these Facebook groups with tens of thousands of people that suppress this information. Because keep the number simple. if you have a Facebook group with 10,000 people, and let's say 6 people run it, you're telling me that out of those 10,000 people, every single one of them is not going to want to make a change? Because that's bullshit. A lot of doctors, unfortunately, truly believe that people do not want to change their diet. My doctor actually said that at first, and then now it's a little humorous. But there are a lot of doctors that truly believe that people do not want to work hard and change their diet. That's nonsense. That is utter nonsense. So it is very factual that stuff like this is being suppressed, especially for a lot of people. Hopefully, in any of these videos, by the way, that you have not seen, hopefully you do watch them. They're really great information. Like I said, they're very lengthy, but the amount of information in here is really, really good. Especially, just learning about just the kidneys in general. Listening to Jacob Torres just talk about the kidneys, it really does make sense how we're never designed to handle factory-made food. Definitely rambling on here now for the long haul. Have a great weekend or whenever you're watching this video. Please just stay motivated, whatever you're doing. Like I said, if you're on the fence about doing a ketogenic diet, I highly recommend you try it. But like I've said in the past couple of my videos, if you are going to try something, you got to get blood work, you got to get images before you start so you can see your results afterwards and then get even more motivated to continue when you see progress happening. All right, take it easy, everyone.